Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a video about my school, Ualbany. Okay, so before you get to the video, make sure to like, subscribe button, make sure to hit the notification bell so you can see when I post. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying, bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking.
Okay, so if you see me keep looking down, it's just because I have everything in my notes. I have stuff written down. So, yeah, let's get into it. First thing we're going to talk about is the living spaces. So there's 4 quads. It's Indie, State, Dutch, and Colonial. So if you're watching the video, you're most likely a freshman, so you're either going to be living in State or Indie, and the upperclassmen living in Colonial Dutch. So State is known for their fire drills. That's just how it's been for like the past 3 years. The fire drills have just been really bad, back to back to back. So maybe this class could be different, but yeah, just be aware of that before going into the living spaces. Indie is just closer to all the athletic stuff. That's where all the athletes live. So if you're an athlete, you're most likely going to be living in Indie. I only ever knew one girl that lived in State that was an athlete, but besides that, everybody else was in Indie. So then we have Welcome Week. So when you come, you're gonna have your Welcome Week. I'm sure you've heard of it. I'm sure you've seen videos. But if you're not aware, Welcome Week is basically just a week for freshmen where y'all are on campus. The school has events planned out for y'all for each day you're on campus before class. So you're literally on campus for a week with your friends before classes. There's no classes, just you moving in, you getting used to the campus, you figuring out everything, your friends, whatnot. So one thing I recommend is don't just hang out with just your teammates. I recommend hanging out with, just finding other people to hang out with. Finding a group of friends is nice, but also remember that the people you meet in the first week most likely are not going to be your friends the whole time. Some people got lucky. People I met before I even came, I'm still friends with them now, and the year's over. So, it's a yes or no situation. But yeah, make sure you enjoy Welcome Week because you only get one. You never can get one ever again. And make sure you make the best of it. Welcome Week was very, very fun. And if I could go back to Welcome Week again, I definitely would, because my Welcome Week, we had a ball. Okay? A ball. Next is your classes. Skip class. Whatever you do, don't skip class. Do not skip class. I'm telling you, it's going to turn into a bad, bad habit. You can say, like, man, I'm not going to skip class. I'm a good student. Da, 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 blah, blah, blah. Don't skip class. It literally takes one day to just be like, I'm really tired. I don't feel like getting up right now. I don't feel like walking all the way over there. I'm just going to sleep in. And you sleep in, now it turns into a habit. Every Wednesday you're skipping class. Every Thursday, every Monday. Just don't do it at all. Literally go for the 45-hour minute that you need to be in there and get it done with. It's not really going in no particular order. Just the way the list is. So yeah, next thing is to watch out for gossipers. And once again, this goes into people that you choose to be friends with. Birds of a feather flock together. And I know a lot of people be like, oh, I can be friends with this person and not do what they do. Da, da, da. Yeah, but in college, people get influenced very easily. I know people. One of my friends never ever smoked, pick up a blunt, none of that. As soon as he got to college, not even he didn't even give it some time. As soon as he got to college, he was on that, and he was bad. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, birds and feathers flock together, and I'm not gonna judge you for what you do because it's your life. Live your life how you want to do it. But with that being said, if you're around people who do certain things, you're gonna end up picking up their habits. So, for example, if you're around people with the same mindset as gotta get our work done, gotta go to class before we go out, da da da, you're gonna pick up that habit. And I'll be honest, my first semester I started off with people like that, ended off with people who completely different mindset. Ended my first semester terribly. Second semester, picked up that mindset, was around people that also had the same mindset, and went back to my normal self, which is great grades and top of the class where I'm supposed to be. So just an example of literally birds of a feather flock together. That goes into gossiping, just so you understand that you could be around people who you might not think gossip, but then when they gossip with you, they'll gossip about you. Just know that if they gossip with you, and especially pay attention to who they're gossiping about. If they're gossiping about the people that they hang out with, they'll gossip about you. You tell them their business, well, you tell them your business, they will most likely go and tell somebody else your business as well. Depending on, just pay attention to who you're telling stuff to. Because it's that simple, that easy. Since this is supposed to be like a real breakdown, a lot of people from Ualbany are from the city. So a lot of people, they already know about each other or of each other or heard of each other. So it's kind of just like a high school 2.0 for some people. Even though we're in college, it's kind of like a high school 2.0. So, just once again, know what you're getting into, know who you're hanging out with, know your surroundings, everything of that sort, because people will talk about anything. Your reputation is important, especially in college, and it's weird because it's just like, it shouldn't be like at the top of your mind, but it is something just to remember. Your reputation is important because people will spread lies about you. Just do your best to just stay away from people like that. Your grades are the most important thing for you in college. Like, I'm literally telling you, literally just remember that if your grades are not up there, you could have a potential of not even graduating with your friends. I know for some people it's just like, like, oh, I don't care, like, that's fine. Like, me personally, I'm gonna graduate when I need to graduate, okay? I'm gonna do what I need to do to make sure that I can graduate on time. Your grades are first priority. The parties come after. I know Albany is a party school and it's easy to get distracted. It's coming from somebody who got distracted herself. I'm not gonna say here like I got distracted my first semester and I really wish I didn't, but things happen. Grades are important. Started off strong, ended off terribly. Just remember, go to class, do your assignments. Monday through Thursday, get all your work done. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's 3 days. 3 days for you to do what you want. But you gotta remember what you're there for. You're trying to get your degree. And remember this too, that when these 4 years are up, nobody's going to remember half these parties. I promise you. Yeah, you'll have videos. Oh, you weren't there. That's fine. I was getting my degree. I was getting what we here for. Just so you know. Time management, and this kind of just goes into like the education and don't skipping class and everything. Your time management is important because you want to be able to make sure that you're balancing everything correctly. You still want to be able to enjoy college and have a social life, but you also want to make sure, once again, your grades are like up there, So if that means creating a little schedule for yourself, that's fine. If that means, just telling people no, there's nothing wrong with telling people no. People are going to want to do things all the time, okay? People are going to want to do things all the time, but it's important for you to be able to say, nope, I have a test tomorrow, I gotta study. I got a test on Friday, it's Monday, they want to go, I want to study right now, I'll meet y'all there. It's literally as simple as that. Literally that simple. And on top of that, if you have too much free time, that's also an issue. Because it gets to a point in college where you should not have that much free time. Depending on how many classes you have, and obviously depending on your work ethic, but even still, you should never have an insane amount of free time, because then that means that you're probably missing some type of work. So, just make sure, if you do have free time, make sure it's a real free time and not free time that you just make. Feel me? Okay. The company you keep. Once again, this goes out for watch out for gossipers. People will associate you with who you hang out with. So, if people think somebody else is weird, they might think you're a weirdo. Not saying that you are a weirdo, but it's just, just watch the people you hang around with, because once again, your reputation is important. You don't want to be known as anything in college, Like, me personally, I think it's best to just stay mysterious and be out the way. That's what I think is the best thing possible that you could do, because people like to make up things. They hear one thing that's wrong with it and make up a whole bunch of stuff. So I think the best thing that you can honestly do is just be friends with who you be friends with, be serious, be out the way, do what you want to do. You can even be known, but be known for the right things. So, yeah. Next thing is the parties. A lot of people are coming to Albany for the parties. And they're not afraid to say that. Which is just even crazier because when I went to Albany, I wasn't even going for the parties. It was the fact that it was literally the cheapest school. Like, literally, that was the main reason I was going there. Because there are other places I want to go. The parties are not all that. I'm not gonna lie to you. The parties are not all that. As someone who is literally a party promoter herself, the parties are not all that. Parties tend to get very, very repetitive. The same music, the same people, the same flyers. Like, some of them are even named the same. Like, literally the same places. Like, it's literally just, it's nothing new. Once you hit every single place, Hudson, Madison, what's that other one? I think the red room was on Madison, but once you hit every place, it's all the same. It's just like after a while, you don't even need to go. It's just you at that point just wanting to go. And I know people that be going to parties all the time. It's just like, there's nothing wrong with being like, I'm not going to this party today, or like, nah, I'm not going to that. There's several weekends in a row where I will not go out because there's no need for me to. Even in the winter, if I ever went out when it was winter time, I promise you it was because I was dragged outside. I promise you it was because somebody was going and they were going to be alone by themselves. I'm never going to let any of my people go outside by themselves, especially because of the city Albany is. But just know, you don't have to go outside because, like I said, everything is repetitive. You're not missing anything. FOMO is real. FOMO is real. But I promise you, you're not missing anything. If you know you got a test and there's a party, take care of whatever you got going on with your test. There's going to be a party the next weekend. I promise you there's going to be a party the next weekend. Being completely honest with yourself when it comes to your major. So, you know, I'm just going to use human bio as an example because that's one of the most difficult majors we have. Human bio is a major that is very, very, very oversaturated. There's a lot of people in the human bio major. And it's important to be able to tell yourself, like, you know what? I don't really think this is for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's better to come to that realization your freshman year than to wait 2 years. Now you're in your junior year and you're like, I don't really like this major. And now you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I switch? And what do I need to get into? You know, like, it's better. The earlier you realize, the earlier you're able to be honest with yourself and be like, you know what, this is my major, the better that is. There's no reason to ever feel embarrassed. I know people that were embarrassed to be like, you know, like, I just, like, this isn't me. Like, I'm just not good at it. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody's good at everything. And that's okay. Okay? Perfectly fine. Let me tell you chemistry. Chemistry, if you're a human bio major, I'm telling you this now, I'm not even going to sit here and be like, oh, no. Chemistry is hard. The smartest people I know were struggling in chemistry, trying to teach me, and they couldn't even teach themselves. Okay. It's about God, so obviously, you know, this doesn't apply to everybody, but if you want to listen, feel free to listen. Going to college, do not forget God. Do not forget God. God is literally always, always, always going to be there. And when I tell you, like I said, first semester, so that never bad thing. Second semester, I just, like, you know, grew my relationship back and was receiving blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. Ended my second semester how I should have ended my first semester. Okay? Just understand that God is always, always there with you. But if you push him away, you're gonna, you're gonna see, I'm telling you, you're gonna notice the difference. And I noticed the difference, okay? I'm telling you, there was a big difference. Big, big, big difference. I just felt so much more by the end of my sophomore. Whoa, it's weak. By the end of my freshman year, I just felt so much more mature. You know, there's a lot of things that college in general will teach you, but it's just like without having God on your side, like you just start to see so much. And then when he comes back, not even when he comes back, because he's always there. When you go back, you just see, you know. So, you know, don't lose faith. Keep God. There are ministries on campus. There are Christian clubs on campus. Like, there's so many things you could do to keep your relationship with God. So, yeah. And also, I am on campus. And I do love to talk about God. So, you know, feel free. Text my Instagram. I do my best to answer because my phone is always on Do Not Disturb. But I'm always trying to answer. Our guidance counselors and advisors. So, just so people are aware, guidance counselors and advisors are not the same thing at all, especially at Albany. Especially at Albany. The guidance counselors and the advisors are not the same. The advisors kind of like, they like lead you, but you have to do everything yourself. Guidance counselors, they kind of like, they can do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can kind of do, they do more for you versus an advisor is kind of just there to just like I don't want to say they're like your parent, but like, they're not even like your parent. They're just a person that's there to lead you. They're just basically like another teacher in your life, but like a more focused teacher, I guess you could say. So just when you get there, just remember, like, I don't want to say you're on your own because you're not on your own, because that's what the advisor is there for. But with a lot of stuff, like, you really do have to do a lot of stuff by yourself. And once again, like I said before, you will learn independence. Whether you want to or not, you will. Because you gotta do a lot of stuff on your own. Next, our relationships, don't come to college looking to be in a relationship. Don't come to Albany looking to be in a relationship, okay? Let's be for real. We all know the real. We all know. We all know. Last year, I was getting clapped for going to Albany because it's the school of the bops. And you know, they're not 100% lying, because a lot of these dudes at Albany like to be everywhere all at once. You think they're not gonna get caught? You're always gonna get caught because you're not slick. You're not slick. But my point is, don't come here looking for love. You might find love, okay? One of my friends, her mom was telling me about how her and her husband had met there. You know, they married, have a child, family. Good for them. I know a few people that locked in relationships. Good for them. But majority of the campus not finding love. Okay? Yeah, 100% honest with you. Don't go there looking for, you're gonna get hurt. I'm telling you that now. If you go there thinking you're gonna find the love of your life, you go there thinking, well, I'm gonna find myself a little mansky, he gonna be to me. No. I promise you, first week, oh, he's cute. Within a week, oh yeah, I'm talking to him too. Yeah, it get like that. Cause they love to be everywhere. They want a little taste of everything. A little taste of everything. And I'm not just saying the dudes, cause the girls be like that too. I know guys that was like, yo, she talking to you, she talking to me. She talking to you, she talking to me too. Doing the whole crew. So yeah, just know. You go there, don't expect too much. Okay? You can expect something, obviously, you know, we're all old enough to know better. But don't expect too much. Next are supplies. Honestly, for a lot of classes, everything's online nowadays. So honestly, all you need is an iPad, MacBook, laptop, whatever. MacBook and laptop are the same thing. But honestly, any type of electronic device. And then I have a notebook. I just use that for basically all my classes because we don't really take paper and notes anymore. I was taking notes on my iPad. I never needed my thing. The only time I ever really needed paper was like when I was studying, or like for an exam, I had to write down my ID number or my student ID number or whatever. And that was really it. Like, you don't really need that many school supplies. Like, obviously make sure you have pens and pencils and stuff. But like, yeah, you really don't need that much. So. This goes into, once again, classes and everything. If you know that you can't even wake up in the morning now, don't give yourself morning classes. I'm telling you, 8 a.m., you might look at it and be like, okay, I can wake up for school at 6 in the morning. There's a huge difference between college and high school. That is mainly because, like, your high school, you're home. You know, like, you're not going to be able to stay out till the butt crack of dawn, okay? And come back to your dorm whenever you want. In college, you have more freedom to do what you want. On a Sunday, you could go out to a party and then go to bed at like, what, 4 a.m.? You come back to your dorm 4 a.m., go to bed, have an 8 a.m., be like, I'm not gonna go. In high school, you was not staying out on a Sunday till 4 a.m. Your behind was in bed, in your house, before 12, before 11, maybe even before 10. So it's just like, if you know that you're not gonna have that discipline, and be 100% honest with yourself. If you know you're not gonna have that discipline, just switch the class. And even if you're sitting here like, I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. Once you realize, I would recommend just switching the class if you can, instead of just dropping it completely. If there's no more spaces for the classes, then obviously drop it. But if you can, I would switch it. Next, your discount dollars. So obviously, as a freshman, they only let you choose that one meal plan, and you only get like 120, I think. Is that 120 or 150? I don't remember. But the discount dollars go fast, so try your best not to spend them within the first week of you getting them, because like I said, they go fast. You can refill them. I think the highest you can refill them to is 500 throughout the semester, and then it restarts. But yeah, and also each semester it restarts. But yeah, try not to go through them fast, because you will be hungry. Okay, you will be hungry. The one thing is that the CC stays open later than the dining hall on some nights. So that'll be nice when the dining hall is closed and you'll be hungry. You won't have any CC dollars. And you can use real money, but like, why would you want to use your real money? Like, obviously if you're hungry, but like, use your CC dollars, you know? So yeah. Thing is also Uber Eats versus DoorDash. So Uber Eats is actually less money. DoorDash be taxing. DoorDash be taxing OD, bro. Like, it's be getting tight thinking about it. Like, why are you trying to do all that? DoorDash be taxing like crazy. So, you know, if you're going to... Hello? Yo, don't even get me started right now. Okay, if you're going to buy from either or, Uber Eats is your way to go. Also, I have written down. What I was about to say. I forgot what I was going to say about Uber Eats and DoorDash. But yeah, 212 Chicken, great place. There's 3 chicken spots. You'll learn that as well. I don't want to say everything because I just want y'all to learn it yourselves, you know. Obviously, like I said, if you guys got questions, you can hit my Instagram whenever. It'll be somewhere on the screen. And always be down to help whoever out. Next to your professors, something I recommend, getting close with your professors. Go to their office hours, do something, because I'm telling you, like, when they really like you, they will really try to help you. My Spanish teacher, she really liked me and my friend. My sister's light are connected, so whenever she touches it in her room, it turns off mine. But she turned on the fan, which is why I don't really care. But yeah, so I was saying about your professors. My Spanish professor really liked me and my homegirl, and she would look out for us. Like, she really would look out for us all the time. Like if we were like late to one of her classes, she would make sure that we got the work done. Like, anything. Like, she was very sweet, and I really loved her for that. And obviously I did my work. I did what I had to do. I passed that class with a great grade. Thank you. But I mean, it's Spanish, so, you know, it's a calm class. But still, like, just get close to your professors, because I'm telling you, I know people that were close with their professors, and they were like about to fail the class by like at one point, and the professor was like, you know, like, I see you working hard, I see you doing what you have to do and trying your best. I'm gonna give you the extra point. Give you extra 2 points, and they pass class. So, you know, things like that. And I could tell you all this stuff. I don't mean you're gonna listen, but next thing is the money. Just give me my money. Okay, for real though, before you come, get a job. I'm not even kidding you. Find a job. If you have a job, ask for a job to transfer now. Call them, pause the video, call them, say, can I transfer to the one in Albany by my school, Ualbany? I'm not even kidding, because when I tell you the jobs, they be gone. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I spent the entire year trying to find a new job, and I finally got one at the end of the spring semester, which is great. But like, I needed that the whole year. Where was that the whole year when I needed it? Okay. And I transferred. But the job that I transferred to on the bus was like an hour. And it was like, I really don't want to have to. Oh, wait. I'm running Ualbany right now. But I really don't want to have to go on the bus, take 2 buses to get to my job. Like, try and find a job that's in the mall because that's 10 minutes. If you have a car, you can drive there. Take an Uber. It's not even that much money. The bus, it's a 10-minute bus drive for free. 5-10 minutes max. Like, that's why I keep saying, just try and find yourself something close to campus. Like, please get yourself a job. I'm telling you, bro, because the money, bro, the posh links add up so quickly. And not even just that, but there's going to be so many times where you're going to be hungry. There's going to be so many times you want to be out with friends. You guys are going to want to go get food. You're going to want to go shopping. You're going to want to buy this. You're going to want to buy that. If you're a black girl, trying to do your hair. And if you're not doing your own hair, just trying to pay for it to get your hair done, get your nails done, make whatever it may be. Just in general, it's a lot of money. Restocking on hygiene products, like, you just, like, there's just money. Money runs the world, we know this. But get yourself a job, because I'm telling you, your parents are not going to want to hear from you every other week because you want to borrow $100. Because one thing you realize in college, and you might even realize that now, honestly, but $100 is literally like $1. Like, it really could go this quickly. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, and, you know, college will teach you to stretch money, okay? Okay, it'll teach you to stretch some money, cause what? But, like, for real, though, like, get a job. Next thing is make sure you're not overpacking or underpacking. You don't need your entire closet. That is one thing I learned. I had like 5 bags full of clothes, and then like the rest of them was like other stuff. But, like, majority of my bags were clothes, and half of them I didn't even wear. Just pack the clothes that you know you're gonna wear, because on top of that, just remember you're probably gonna end up buying clothes there, and you know it's just gonna be a lot of stuff. So just remember, like, don't pack your whole closet. You don't need your whole closet. You don't need to pack all your shoes. You don't even need to do all that. Like, just pack what you know you're gonna wear. And then on top of that, there's breaks. So if you're like, oh, I really want to get this, go home during a break, bring something back. You could also bring your clothes back. You know, if you feel like you don't wear certain clothes, bring them home. Make it easier for yourself on move out day. Because when I tell you, move out day was so annoying because I just had so many bags of clothes. Like, oh, I had mad clothes. It was mad annoying. But don't overpack, and also don't underpack, because then, you know, you don't want to obviously be wearing like the same 3 shirts every friggin' day. Like, I think that is pretty much everything. I was trying to touch at everything. I was trying to be as honest as possible when it came to everything. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. You can text me on Snapchat, so you can add me on there. I'll probably try to add you back. I don't use Snapchat though, so, you know, if you really do want to get an answer, I will comment or just text me on Instagram and I'll answer the door. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Try to keep it as brief as possible, because I know people's attention time span is just not there anymore. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and make sure the notification bell so you can see when I post. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it, say it.